There's one other motion I want to create before I get into the lip syncing, and this will be sort of the final motion that we do with these characters. That is, I want, when she says, "I'm not sick, I don't need help," I want her to kind of like shrug her shoulders. So let's listen to that line here.
I'm not sick. I don't need help.
Okay, so I'm seeing that
Not sick. Not.
about 75 and 95 is kind of
I don't need.
maybe
Don't need help.
maybe 75 and 100 or so. It's where I want those shrugs to come down. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to double click on my character, and this is the first time where we're going to actually edit the body, and I can do this now because I have sort of my basic body shape. You know, if I hide the eyelids and the eyes, that's what I'm left with. And I'm not going to be moving this body shape much more, and I'm not going to color it to any different colors or add any details in or anything like that. So I can go ahead and do some keyframing with it. Now, if you're not done drawing your character, then you need to wait until you kind of have all the details in place that you're going to have for that particular view of the character. But assuming that you are good to go, I'm going to go ahead and copy out a couple keyframes here. Okay, I'm going to zoom in to some extent. And on this second keyframe, I'm going to grab my sub selection tool. I'm going to grab all of these points in her upper torso and also her hands. Whoops. And now you see that I have kind of control over shoulders and arms to some extent. I'm just going to go up a couple of notches using my arrow keys on my keyboard. Okay. And then I'm just going to do the same thing a few more times. Hold down Option, drag to copy, select the shoulder control points, select the hands, which are connected to the shoulders, of course. Oops, don't quite have all those control points. And by the way, I'm holding down Shift to make sure that I'm grabbing all these control points. I still missed one. Okay. Anyway, hold down Option again on this keyframe, copy it over. Hold down Shift, grab all the key points I can. I think I might have grabbed a couple on her chin. And yeah, I did grab one there. Oops. It's not necessary now. Hold down Shift again. Sometimes you just have to kind of do a lot of holding down Shift to get all the control points that you need to grab. Forgot about this one on her shirt. 1, 2. Okay, so now we have her kind of slowly raising her shoulders. And we need to have maybe one or two where she's lowering them. But in general, we want the shoulders to lower quicker than they raise. It's kind of a more violent shrug. Okay, and I think I said 75 and 100. So I'm going to move those keyframes over to 75 so that the shrug is around 75. I'm going to move with a holding down Option these over to 100. Let's go see what that looks like. Click on the scene and go a little bit previous to 75. Play it.
I'm not sick. I don't need.
Okay, well that second one looks about right.
I'm not sick. I don't need help.
First one is clearly late.
I'm not.
Yeah, so it actually is probably more like 70 now that I'm looking at it again. So let me grab these frames and drag them back about 5 frames and see what that looks like now.
I'm not sick. I'm not sick.
Still a little bit late, but you can see that we're kind of honing in on it now. So this is how you do some single cell animation moves to get a little bit more interesting lifelike movement in your character.
I'm not sick. I don't need help.